My English learners and my DES students are both underperforming what my general ed students are, but these numbers aren't nearly as low as they used to be. So that's also an improvement. We just have to keep doing what we've been doing and help bridge that even more. I'm hoping that with my English learners, because we're getting some new resources from the district that have some more like, I don't know, bilingual, it's not an anatomy Spanish dictionary, but it was something that was like scientific that's coming in with some of my resources. So I'm hoping that that might be a good tool, and I might be able to use pages of it like during assessments or whatever. Based on standards, muscle was the hardest, which we see every year. I think the sarcomere setup and like the actin and the myosin, all of that, it just gets a little bit too vocabulary intensive. This year, the models that we made helped make that not as bad as the year before, but we've got to continue to figure out ways. And if we look, the 4 out of 5 most missed questions are muscles, which again makes sense. Which structure within a muscle fiber is made entirely out of myofibrils? And then I translate that into regular terms, which is muscle proteins, the proteins that make up our muscles. And they're saying cell jelly instead of the cell skeleton, which I don't know, that one hurts a little bit. But when we do our introduction to cells in the beginning of the year, I think we'll play up the root words, the plasm, the plasma, because everything that we ever talk about, our blood plasma or whatever, is gonna be some fluid, and maybe we'll be able to nip that in the bud.
So question, Ms. Resnick, go back to that, please. So are you saying that you believe that a lack of knowledge about the root words is why students may have missed that question and missed it so frequently? What are the reasons or your thoughts about maybe the root cause of this question being missed so frequently by students?
That to me is it, because I try to break things down into root words as much as possible, because I feel like worst case scenario, you can translate the question and then take your best guess. So I try to emphasize root words, and to me, that has to be it, because we talk about cytoplasm and we talk about how muscle cells are special and they have these sarco root words, but it's still cytoplasm. Actions that I want to take looking forward to next semester. The creation of an actual sarcomere model that allows them to move the zetas closer together and see how the actin and myosin slide past each other and like physically manipulate my little sarcomere unit, I think is gonna help them conceptualize better, and hopefully it'll help even with the basic cytoskeleton, because that's what we're looking at, like the close-up of that.